Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, welcome again to Waste or Worth It Wednesday. For today's video, I wanted to talk about brows. So, I recently came across, I don't know how new this is, but I was really curious by this product. This is the Hard Candy little brow palette that they have. I got mine in the color medium dark. This is your brow powder duo, and this is where you get your soft brow wax and your brow highlights. I saw this at Walmart, and again, I was just really intrigued by it. It just seemed like a really cool product because it's kind of like an all-in-one. And especially if you're a mom or if you're just a busy person and you're always on the go, you definitely want to save money and time on something that's just going to offer you everything. And this is, I just thought this was ideal. You know, you get your wax, you get your highlights, and you get your brow products all in this little thing. So it does come in this little black sleek thing, which I thought at first something else was going to come in here. But when you open it, you just get little brushes, which I don't know where the other one went. But you get little brushes like these. Honestly, these suck in my opinion. I don't ever use them. So I decided to get this and just give it a try. Now this is going to be a little bit different. This is actually going to be a first impression on this product. And so you'll see how I apply it and my thoughts on it pretty much as I apply this on my brows. Anyway, so if you guys want to see my first impression on this Hard Candy product, then just keep on watching. So when you open it, this is what it looks like. In the middle, you get these two little brushes here, which honestly, I am not going to use these because these suck. They're super tiny. This is supposed to be for your brows, and then this is supposed to be for your wax. So the instructions on the box say to use the wax first to apply it to your brows, just to tame the hairs, and then go in and fill them in. So I'm actually going to use that little brush that it came with, and I'm going to pick up that wax. I'm just going to shape them how, you know, how I normally would to give them definition. So after you've applied your wax, you want to go in with your brow powder. Now, like I said, I'm not a fan of that brush, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. This is the one that I've been using to fill in my brows, and I'm going to take the darkest shade, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. I just want to say that the wax, at the beginning it was a little bit runny, but now I do notice that my brows are set in place. Like, they look pretty nice and tamed down, so I do like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. So now let me go ahead and fill in this brow. So this is what my eyebrows look with both of them filled in. I do like them. They're actually not bad. I like the color because it's not black, but it's not too light. It matches my hair pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of applying powder directly onto my eyebrows. I do like to go in with a pomade and then draw them out and then fill them in with a powder, just because I like them to be shaped really nicely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the highlighting shade, which is this one right here, and it looks like it's like a champagne gold highlights. So I'm going to take a flat brush So that's a total fail. So this is not really picking up any I mean you can see it a little bit, but it's nothing wowing, you know, it's more like glitter, and you really have to work your brush in there to get anything. So this is what my eyebrows look like. Like I said, they're not too bad. They're not the best. This is not how I normally fill in my brows, but I'm pretty pleased with this product. So I'm just quickly going to fill them in a little bit with my pomade because they're gonna drive me crazy. And then we can just go ahead and move on to the review. So now that I fixed my brows, I swear that was driving me crazy. I just wanted to quickly tell you whether this is totally worth it or if it's just a waste of your money. It's not a total fail, but for me, it's just something that I personally would rather skip on. And the reason why is because, again, I'm just that type of person that likes to go in with a pomade first. For example, right now I'm using this NYX eyebrow gel, and this is waterproof. This stuff is no joke. Your eyebrows will not move all day when you're wearing this. I like to use this to outline my eyebrows and then apply a powder. So it is nice. I do like the powder. The powder is really nice and like powdery, but not in a bad way. And the color is really nice because it's perfect for us girls that have dark hair. So in that part, I do like the brow powder, and then you get two colors. You get a dark one and a light one. So if you're in between medium to dark hair, you know, you can mix and match these and customize them to your hair color. So I really enjoyed this product right here, but honestly, I already have one. So again, for me, it's not something that is necessary for me to have. But the color payoff is pretty good on this. Now, the second part, which is the wax and the highlights. The wax, it's a really strange consistency. It's not very waxy. Wax feels a little bit more harder to blend, and it's really almost like sticky, and this feels really greasy. I noticed that it did put my hairs down really nicely, but for example, towards the end of my tail from my brow, I have really, like, I don't really have pelitos there just because, I don't know, I don't really grow them on this side. So where I applied the wax, it was really slippery when I was applying the powder. It wasn't really sticking on. So I think this is more for people that have thicker, full brows, just to tame them down. I didn't like the wax after all. I thought I did for a second, but then as I was applying the powder and everything else, I realized that it just really wasn't that good. And then the highlight was a fail. I applied a little bit here, and you can see that, but that's because I packed it on. I thought it was going to be like a cream. It's that right there. I thought it was going to be like a cream, but it's like a dry cream. I don't know. It's a really strange consistency, and it does look pretty on my finger when I swatch it, but applying it onto the brow bone, maybe if you apply it with your finger, it'll work out that way a little bit better versus the brush. Because when I was using it with the brush, the synthetic brush, it just wasn't picking up any products. I know that a lot of companies are coming out with little kits just so you can avoid time and also save you some money. So Hard Candy really tried to do a deal with their eyebrow kits, or with their eyebrow thing, and then, you know, your wax and your highlights all in one. Honestly, I just think they could have skipped this and stayed with this, because this is a good product by itself, but this is just kind of unnecessary, and I really didn't like it. So in my personal opinion, I think this is going to be a waste of your money, especially because if you're only going to get these two for $6, you can get something else. So I would say skip on this and maybe just try out other products. Like I said, this next one that I've been using is amazing, and even when I don't want to wear powder on top, this is what I've been using, just this by itself, and my eyebrows look really nice, and it just fills them in really nicely as well. So that is it for today's Waste or Worth It Wednesday video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, please let me know what other videos you guys would like to see in this series. I do them only once every other week, so let me know what you want to see 2 weeks from today. And I'll be sure to jot down some ideas and just get them out for you guys as soon as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!